David, you established yourself as a good tailback in the ACC last year. What are you doing to expand your game, and especially in the area of pass catching on wheel route screens, things like that?
Just always working every day. The coaching staff doing a great job with our new offense we put in. So just with our new offense, it helps all the running backs become great receivers in the pass game. Also, just for me, learning everything from last year, I've taken things from Coach White from last year, staff he taught us, but also I'm taking stuff from Coach Grinnell. So I'm just adding both of them, contribute everything to my game to make me all around complete back.
We'll go next to Andy.
David, I don't know if you've watched any of the games so far, but the tackling hasn't been great. As a running back who's played a lot of thud football during camp, are you excited to get out there and to just bruise over people? Is that something that you're looking forward to?
Always excited to get back out there and do the thing I love doing. Just pounding. I'm also making guys miss. And just from watching the first games, we expect the teams to be kind of missing tackles just like that, but it doesn't affect us. Don't affect the running back. So we're going to continue to run hard, make people miss, and break them tackles and keep going.
We'll go back to Rich.
Just talk about what you learned from playing with AJ. You know, obviously you're stepping into that role in the running backs room. Just tell us about what you're doing to be a leader and an example setter.
Just from AJ and also just the other backs that was in front of me, just like Travis Levy and just from my freshman year, all the other ones. But just from AJ and all the other backs, just learning the game of football even more. Just from high school, I thought I knew the football game very well, all the things, but just coming in, becoming more of a leader, just reading the defense, reading the defensive line, knowing everything just about running backs and also knowing the other side of everybody on my team. So just from learning things from them and the other backs, it just helped me become a great leader and just learn the whole football game over again.
We'll go back to Rich.
Just talk about coming into training camp and seeing Ben Petrula, Alec Lindstrom, Tyler Vrabel, basically the whole offensive line back. Just your thoughts on what they can do for your game.
It's when I seeing everybody, well, just knowing from the previous year, knew they was coming back from my junior year, their senior years. It's great to our team, great for our whole program, for our offensive line, and just for the younger guys under them, just learning from them because they all play together as leaders. So just for them coming back, being a great group, just competing last year with each other, it's going to be a great thing for our team. Just them experienced up front, it's going to help our all around offense and help us be explosive offense this year.
We'll go next to Dan.
Coach had mentioned that you guys weren't starting in on Duke yet, but I know their ACC games starting this weekend. There were the games last week. And when you're looking at practice this week or you're looking at getting set up, are there things that you're starting to focus on and say, look, these are things that we can do. These are things that we're focusing on. Are you still looking at the greater package? And are there actually some things that maybe you're looking at and be like, all right, this might need to come a little bit later as an individual within your scheme?
I think just everything that we've been learning from just when the first coach staff first came in, just from all the whole playbook, they've been on top of that and teaching us very well. So just with the whole playbook, I feel like we're on top of everything. We're in a great position we are right now, just from knowing the plays and executing the plays as a whole offense. So I feel like just everything, we still have everything's expanded. So coming to the first game, we're ready for anything. We're ready to open up anything for against anybody.
We'll go back to Rich.
Hey, did you get to see Texas State on Saturday? And and if you did you kind of look at it analytically, like how their defenses are set up and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I got to look at the game a little bit here and there. I was also doing a little bit of homework here and there, so I wasn't focused as much on the game. Got to be a school guy first, but just from looking at Texas State, been looking at the defense. For the first game, I say you've seen a lot of missed tackles. This from everybody over college football, but you see that they have a lot of impact players. Has a great overall defense, and just with the whole Texas State offense and defense, I seen that they had a pretty good first game. But just things that everybody in the whole college football need to work on, just tackling like you guys said earlier. But other than that, I got to watch the game a little bit.
We'll go back to Dan.
We were just told earlier that Luke Beckett, who's a defensive end from Cal, is a transfer guy. He's here with BC. For you, when you're a guy who's a BC guy who's been here from the start, when you get the transfers who come in or graduate transfers or guys with a couple of years left, how do you try to get them assimilated into your team to get them to maybe just be part of the team when they're not guys who started here or were originally recruited to BC? Just
with our whole BC team, and our coaching staff, I feel like any transfer, anybody that's new to the program will fit well with our team because as a team, we fit together well as a family, friends, and all together. So we welcome guys in as when our brothers came with us with first. So just with anybody, just when like Zion or just Dion from the defense when they first came in, it was just love at first sight. I say everybody, we bring them in all together, play football hard with each other, be school guys with each other, and just bring everybody in like a brotherhood.